Happy Dia de los Muertos, everyone. It is November 2nd, and that is the Day of the Dead. And I thought it would be nice today to just do a little remembering of some of my relatives. And if you would like, you could think about your own ancestors and pets and anyone that has passed on that you might like to think about remembering today on this day where apparently the veil between the worlds of the living and dead is the thinnest that it will be all year. So I have this wonderful Day of the Dead lady from Mexico, and I want to read a passage today by Marcel Proust, which is from Remembrance of Things Past, or In Search of Lost Time. I'll just put her over here. I think it's nice to remember the sensory feelings that bring back memories when we have smells or tastes that suddenly, or we touch something and we suddenly remember something from long ago that's somehow in our bodies still. That's what this passage is really about. And it begins with tea. Put it up here so I can see it. No sooner had the warm liquid mixed with the crumbs touched my palate then a shudder ran through me, and I stopped, intent upon the extraordinary thing that was happening to me. An exquisite pleasure had invaded my senses, something isolated, detached, with no suggestion of its origin. And at once the vicissitudes of life had become indifferent to me. Its disasters innocuous, its brevity illusory. This new sensation having had on me the effect which love has of filling me with a precious essence, or rather, this essence was not in me, it was me. Whence did it come? What did it mean? How could I seize and apprehend it? And suddenly the memory revealed itself. The taste was that of the little piece of madeleine which on Sunday mornings at Cambrai, because on those mornings I did not go out before Mass, when I went to say good morning to her in her bedroom, my Aunt Leonie used to give me, dipping it first in her own cup of tea or tisane. The sight of the little madeleine had recalled nothing to my mind before I tasted it, and all from my cup of tea. And perhaps that passage helped you to remember some taste or smell that brings back a feeling from long ago. I remember my grandfather used to sit in his big, ugly chair, and he would have his pipe, and he'd stuff his cherry tobacco into it. And I would sit on the floor, and I would take that can of cherry tobacco, and I would just stick my nose into it and just inhale that cherry tobacco. And even now, as much as I hate tobacco, that smell brings back some wonderful memories for me of my grandfather just holding forth with stories and teaching us things. He was a teacher for many, many years, and he would teach me and my sister all kinds of math things, mostly her, because I wasn't that good at it. But it was a wonderful feeling, that warmth, that coziness that cherry tobacco brings back for me. So if you have any memories of just a particular smell or taste that brings back something for you, please leave that in the comments so that we can see it. It almost turns into a poem when you have several all together. Thank you for watching, and happy Day of the Dead.